Happy Monday. Today is Monday, September 11th, 2023.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
We're in a new location today.
We are.
We're going to be here all week. So use your brains. Try to figure it out. Remember, do not tell your friends if you think you know where we're at.
Yeah.
Because then they're going to know and they're going to put their paper in the box and they might get the shout out and not you. So if you figure it out, keep it to yourself. Write it on the paper at lunch and put it in the box.
Put your name on it, because last week on Friday we announced the person who guessed where we were, but we couldn't even say who you were because you didn't put your name on the paper.
Yeah, so sad.
Yes.
Mr. Kratz, are you available?
Today is September 11th, 2023, and 22 years ago today, our country and our security changed dramatically, and a lot of people lost their lives, and a lot of people got the opportunity to be super brave and take care of us
Yes.
in different ways.
We want to just take a moment to remember and appreciate those who have worked so hard to keep us safe. This Very Tree, a story of 9/11, resilience, and regrowth, dedicated in memory of everyone we lost on September 11th, 2001. In New York City, there once stood two towers. For a long time, they were the tallest buildings in the world. Below the towers was a busy plaza. Most people who came to my plaza had a job in the city. I had a job too. My leaves gave people shade. My branches gave birds a place to rest. And each year, I was one of the first trees to blossom. My flowers let everyone know that spring was coming. Some trees like a quiet park or forest, but I was a city tree. I liked the sound of wind rushing between the tall buildings. I liked the smell of rain on concrete in the summer. I liked being in my plaza, watching everyone coming and going. I was in my plaza the day it happened. It was an ordinary morning, until it wasn't. I waited there, alone. Around me it was dark and hot and close. Did the sun even exist anymore? It was weeks before they found me. When I came back into the light, I knew that everything had changed. The new noises and smells of the city scared me. They reminded me of what had happened. Some people put me on a truck and drove me to a nursery in a faraway park. I was grateful to be somewhere quiet. I had changed too. All winter, the people at the nursery took care of me. No one knew if my leaves would come back. They did. It was peaceful in the park. I was surrounded by other trees. Birds still visited me. The first spring, a dove made a nest in my branches. Years passed. I regrew. I wondered if my city was regrowing too. Sometimes, when a shadow passed overhead, I thought about what had happened. But being surrounded by the other trees made me feel stronger. Some days, I even felt strong enough to do my old job again. That's when I knew I was ready. It was time to go home. A machine came to pull me from the ground. The noise scared me. Leaving scared me even more. We drove downtown through the city. Now I was worried to go back. What if something bad happened again? I already missed the other trees. Then I saw it. One shining spire and many more towers surrounding a new plaza. And in the plaza, they had planted a forest. It was filled with trees. Between the trees, they saved 3 empty spaces. 2 spaces remained where the towers once stood. They would stay empty forever because nothing could fill them. The 3rd space was for me. I wasn't comfortable at first. It had been so long since I'd heard the wind between the buildings or smelled wet concrete. But I was still surrounded by other trees, and that made me feel stronger. I had a new job now, too. Anyone who felt the shadow overhead could stand under my leaves and find peace. Anyone who was hurt could see how my branches had healed and find hope. In my plaza, filled with so many trees, I am still the first to blossom. And everyone who sees my flowers knows that spring will come. It's going to be a great week at ODE. We have all kinds of things going on. There's lots of events coming up, and we're going to get to celebrate our Read with Malcolm participants that did their summer reading projects. We are going to get more into that later this week and hopefully find out if we get to slay Miss Fowler.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a long time.
I know.
So the beginning of Constitution Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can memorize the Constitution and say it to Miss Foley, you will get something out of the prize room.
If you memorize the Constitution, you're getting all the prizes.
All the prizes, all right.
All the prizes. Yes.
And if you can come up to Miss Foley and say the Constitution word for word from your brain, she'll give you something special.
All the prizes.
All the prizes. I think that's a challenge.
Mm-hmm. You guys need challenged. You can do it. You're smart.
Let's see if anybody can do it.
Time's ticking.
All right, my friends. Well, that's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow for more ODE news. Bye.
Bye.